listening to Off the Rip.
Off the Rip, artist podcast out right now. You know what I'm saying, with the homies, it's Earl The Artist.
You got Stafford, man. Happy to tap in with some of the hottest producers in St. Louis, man. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. You already know it's your boy JMOE coming through.
You know what I'm saying, like Staff said, we with the homies, Ray&AR.
Yes, sir.
What's poppin', what's
Yeah,
poppin',
what's
what's
up
up?
with it?
I don't know what much to say. If you don't know him, you just been underneath the rock in St. Louis.
Nah, for real.
Just dropped one of the hardest albums out right now.
Right on, man.
Last
That's
of the
love,
leaders.
That's love.
Right on.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna get right into it. What made y'all want to get into producing? How did y'all get into producing?
Honestly, it was Ray idea. Like, bro
Okay.
was already, it already sparked his mind. It was really his interest. He was like, I want to start producing. I'm like, I bet I get the, the program for you. I was really getting the crack files and everything. We legal now. Come for me, please. But before then, I was just the kid getting the crack files, so I ended up getting it for him. I started messing with it, and it actually was kind of fun. So I'm like, bro, I'm gonna keep trying this. And then he would go to school, I'd be at home. And I'd just be messing with it. After like 4 months, I'm like, man, we might as well just do this together. And he was like, hey, that's actually a good idea. And then we just came up with the names and everything, and we ain't looked back since. So it's been a journey for sure.
Hey, tell people y'all age, because like I was telling y'all earlier, I did not know y'all was that young.
No,
I'm 22.
Ray, I'm 20.
Yeah, man, we've been going at this probably like 4.5 years.
Yeah. Okay.
4
You
years.
know what I'm saying? What's something that make y'all unique? Like, you know what I'm saying? What's something each of y'all bring to the table that's different from a lot of producers?
The way we go about things. Nowadays, not disrespecting no other producer. It's a lot of beat makers out here. It's not producers anymore.
What's the difference?
Beat maker is just a person that sit there and play beats, or a person that just emails people beats, or like a YouTube beat. A bunch of artists get the YouTube beats.
Yeah.
It's the difference. It's like you got a producer like Metro. You never find a Metro Boomin have a beat on YouTube. You don't never find him actually uploading a beat on YouTube. He's
crazy.
always built relationships like with Future, 21. You got Big Shine, you got Nav, you got all them artists he built relationships with. He didn't send them. He was in the studio with them. It's
So,
a difference. You got literally in the studio with them, working with the artists, not just sending beats. It's a difference.
so let's say y'all was to make a beat separately. Like, what would be different? Like, what are some of y'all styles and beat making? Like, you got some guy that's just known for his 808s, and you got some guys just known for, like, I don't know, creating a hard chorus. You know what I'm saying? So, what is something that each of y'all bring to the table that make up Ray and AR?
Honestly, it's like the soul with it. With both of us, we know where to pick up. Like, we brothers already, so it's kind of everything we do is really second nature. So, for us, when we making a beat, whoever starts it, the other person finish it, and we just go with it. Like, we add stuff in it, we let it play. Listen to it, see how we doing, and just like we just know groove. We know what's supposed to be there.
We know the bounce is supposed to be
it's
in.
just
The
a
pocket
bounce,
is
like
in.
the pocket,
We have our
everything.
own little pocket. When you listen to the album, you definitely find that our pocket is different from other producers as well.
Yeah, for sure.
So, man, you trying to be like me talking about for sure.
Man.
That's my style, you know what I'm saying? But what's some of y'all thoughts on the St. Louis music scene? You feel like it's divided? You feel like we all one? What's something you think we can make it better? Like, what's y'all
Man.
I
thoughts?
feel like it's a lot of different artists.
Yeah, I feel like it's a lot of different artists. I feel like St. Louis got some shit up their sleeve, most definitely. I feel like St. Louis is really, is that, like, with the music is that we just need the exposure. It's just lack of exposure. And, where it don't shine, you ain't going to be able to see nothing. So that's all that's really in the play
That's
for
all
our
it
city right now. The talent is there. So
Yeah.
once we get
There's so many
everything-
artists. It's crazy. There's a lot of dope artists. A lot of different artists.
Why you think the talent not being seen, though?
We're a small city, and we get overshined by really drama. The bull crap.
Yeah.
We the number one murder rate in the world, so that kind of gets.
Yeah.
If we on TV, that's all we seeing. We ain't seeing about an artist that just hit 1 million streams yesterday.
Right.
That's prospering doing this thing. We not hearing about that. We hearing about the bad stuff. We hearing about turmoil. So it's like
Typical stuff.
the
They
typical
always,
stuff. Yeah, it's like
talk about.
it's people in the city that actually let people know, like, nah, bro, this ain't just what we about.
Yeah.
Some other stuff too. We actually positive. We still can get some pay. We still can do this, that, and the third.
Yeah, so how you think how y'all think y'all could change that, since the drama's still gonna happen, but y'all still gotta get out there? How y'all think y'all could change that from the music standpoint?
Honestly, just I'm off fire.
You good? Just the next generation. Like kids coming up from under us, or people that's already out there, that's already been in the game. It's just like it's a mindset thing. Like kids nowadays, it's not like St. Louis. I'm saying it's completely changed, but a lot of things are changing. Like a lot of kids' mindsets are changing.
Yeah.
Everybody's back then, everybody wanted to be the gangster, everybody wanted to be the hood nigga, want to be the shooter and all that crap. It's like nowadays, it's different now. I think, a lot of kids' mindsets are changing. That's what we're doing. Like, you don't have to do those things to be successful.
For sure.
To do that. You can be a doctor, you can be a lawyer, you can be a businessman, you can be a businesswoman, you can be, whatever you want to do. It necessarily don't have to be the streets all the time, because St. Louis is, don't get me wrong, we're really rough in this, we the streets. You don't have to be that to be successful.
Yeah.
It's all the ways you can. That's what we want to motivate everybody.
Yeah. For sure.
Go ahead, bro.
Just basically, simply show them that it's a way, bro. Like, honestly, like, show them that it's something different. Like, you ain't got to worry about that, that goes up every time. Like, it's something different out here. And we just want to be, physical proof of that. That's all.
And I respect y'all even more for just mentioning that, because, like, I feel like a lot of people don't understand, like, it's cool to, like, go to school, get your education. It's cool to, like you saying, be a doctor, lawyer. I feel like,
Yeah.
people try to portray, like, you ain't cool if you trying to do something better with your life. Like,
Nah, that's lame. Nah, this is what I always tell people. Man, ain't nothing wrong. I feel like when it comes to jobs, like, people talk about jobs a lot. There's nothing wrong with a job. Being broke is lame. A job is lame. That's how I look at it. So, going to school ain't lame. Not having an education, and you could be in a field where you could be prospering. In the field that you in.
Right. I feel like
that's lame. That
Just be happy. Honestly, at the end of the day, not even don't sit there and waste your life doing something that you don't want. I mean, that you don't feel like you need to be doing. Like, don't, it's different, trying out different things, taking a risk. I'm going to try this and see if I like this type of career. And if you don't, you just don't. It ain't going to hurt you or anything.
Yeah.
I feel like just try different things, do different things in life, because you got one life, you got to live to the fullest. Don't do nothing for the rest. Don't sit here and waste your whole life doing something that you don't want to do and you regret it. So that's the worst thing to do.
that's real talk right there. I feel like, like, what would you give advice on people that can't get out there and do what they're passionate about, like, but they gotta, like, some people aren't able to go do what they dream job. They gotta go do something else. What would you give advice on that? Like, somebody that can't step out, like, do what y'all do. Like, if somebody's into music but they can't get out there and do it, they gotta go to work every day. Like, what would you give advice on that?
we understand that too.
Yeah, you gotta manage time. Just manage.
Like, managing it. Like, if you want it, bro, you really gonna.
Yeah, you really gonna.
You gonna make it work.
I mean, it takes a lot of sacrifice. It takes a lot of time as well. So I'm not gonna say it take you a couple years and then you own. Nah, it might take. Don't get me wrong. It took like, who for example, Tyler Creator, for example, it took him years for a person, to even him get a fan base like that he has now. So it's not gonna take a couple years. It's gonna take some time to get that cult fan base like that. It takes a long time. So, it's gonna take sacrifice. It's gonna take rest. It's gonna take years and years, and just find out you as a person and find out what you want to do. But I say go ahead and take a risk while while you're young, while you can.
Don't be afraid to make mistakes, like, bro.
Yeah.
Failing is a part of the process. So
That's a big one.
But you just know what not to do next time.
Yeah.
So just always look at it as a situation where I'm going to get better. Like, regardless of me failing, I'm going to get better. So.
Did y'all have that support behind y'all, like, with family and friends, like, the people?
For sure. My parents was the two biggest supporters for us. My youngest little brother. But my parents was ready from day one, like, from jump. We didn't go to college or anything like that. Coming out of high school, graduated high school. I didn't go to college. I jumped headfirst into music. So
We just started traveling.
Stuff. So I was like 18, 19, going out to ATL, LA, and stuff like that.
You was doing it big back then?
Trying to find out what to do. Like, it wasn't even like we had it, together. Then it was really just we
just had the ground for it.
Yeah, we just had the ground for it. So we was really setting the seeds in.
If you want it, you'll go get it, man.
Yeah, facts.
Who's some of the biggest artists y'all done worked with?
We done work with Lil Kel, Young Blue,
Going crazy.
Reza Shine, LA Foes,
Okay.
Business Junior,
ST.LOUIS and
Flocka.
yeah.
LA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, it's been a lot of people.
Yeah,
man.
so
I got you.
It's growing, man. We ready to work for sure, bro.
Yeah. So we talked a little bit about the drama and STL. I want to know, like, what's some biggest challenge y'all faced to become producers y'all are today?
All right, so look, the first time we ever went out of town,
Okay.
me and Ray sold a car that my grandpa gave us.
Okay.
My grandpa gave us a car a week before we was supposed to go out of town for the first time. A DJ hit us up and wanted to work with us. Wanted to work with us out there and was like, come out to ATL, we can get it together, wow. He was like, all right, bet. So my grandpa gave us the car, I sold it the next day. My grandpa was so mad, but I was just like, man, we don't, bet, I believe in it this much, let's go. And that was about the best trip I ever took in my life, so. it was a sacrifice that I didn't like. Blindly, I really didn't know, but I just felt like something good was gonna happen.
Yeah.
So it's just things like that. You just gotta, walk out on faith.
Did he end up forgiving y'all?
Yeah.
I bet he do now.
He ain't mad at us no more.
Nah.
You said he gave y'all a car, y'all sold it.
Yeah, the next day.
What y'all used the money for?
To get plane tickets. I got plane tickets.
Yeah.
We had just got out of school. School had just let out. Like it wasn't no time to go, stack up no paper. Nothing.
Yeah.
We was just like,
Had to go.
we need y'all to come next week.
Yeah.
Like,
Dang.
That's
Which
how-
artist was this?
This was it wasn't even an artist, it was a DJ. This was 2018, 2019, like this is fresh in our career, and we was out there with DJ Scream. Shout out DJ Scream.
Okay.
And we was just mingling with everybody through the city of Atlanta, and
Yeah.
it was cool, but it was that sacrifice, bro. Like I'm telling you, man.
We had to do that to find out,
This is
Yeah.
really good. Like is this really for us? So
Yeah. Sometimes that's how life is. You kind of just got to jump out there.
yeah, you do.
And I see y'all made the best of it. Shout out to y'all.
So, one thing I know is just like when you got a craft and you trying to perfect it and you starting off, like, how do you know that you good? You know what I'm saying? Like, how did you, finally get that mindset? Like, oh, dang, maybe we is like we cold. Like, how did you get that, or what happened? That sparked that mindset.
And now, I mean, I wouldn't, cause I still don't feel like I'm like we. That you always gotta be your worst. Your critic.
Right.
Your worst critic. So I don't know. I know we cold. Don't get me wrong, but I don't feel like it'd be way better than we're seeing. But what's that? I say about last year when we did. What record was that? We did. Then we started working with LA. We started recording photos and all, making songs. That's when I feel like we on the road to that, actually making real songs, making real records.
Yeah, for
So,
sure.
so how do you, remain humble with all your fast progression with big time rappers and or rappers that striving to get on that next platform? Like, how do you guys remain humble without letting all this crazy success get to y'all head?
Our parents, man. They play the biggest. Like our parents, brought us up on like humility. They understand that like that ain't really. You come to somebody's house, you speak to everybody in the house.
Yeah.
Like, so it's like
You don't get that a lot.
respect. Yeah, you don't get that a lot. So
That's
it's
real.
just
Shout
like,
out to y'all peoples.
yeah, for sure. My parents, my mom and dad don't play
Don't
that.
play
Like, yeah.
No, for real,
I don't care how grown you think you is. Yeah, get on
How much money you think you
Yeah, how
got?
much money you
None
think
of
you got.
that. They don't care about none of that.
Yeah.
like my folks. I'm already
Yeah, my people too.
My parents don't care about plaque, none of that. We plaqued up. My parents don't care. They're like, I don't care. You gonna come to my house, take them shoes off, shut up, fix that shirt, put your pants up.
They don't care about your street
care
name,
about
your
none of
nickname.
that.
They call you by your whole
They call you,
name.
and when they're mad at you, they call you by your full name.
Middle name
Middle
and
name
all.
and all. Nah, relax. So, but my parents, bro, they always instilled that in us, like just being humble, bro.
being
Like it takes you a long way. 'Cause being arrogant and being full of yourself,
You get knocked down.
you
so
in your
quick.
own way. Yeah, every time you
So many
realize
people, bro.
you in your own way, bro. So it was like we didn't experience being friends with certain, just growing up in life experiences, just seeing people be arrogant and seeing how quick things are always to leave
You
their
take it
hands.
from you. You know how many opportunities you can get
Come on,
taken
man.
from you doing that.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
we walk in the studio being arrogant, like say if we was in the studio before or whatever that day, and we just decide to be arrogant today, and didn't want to give them no beats, tell them we got to charge you now.
Oh yeah, nah.
That is a big opportunity you just missed out on. Like
Yeah.
you don't know, you don't know what that record could have been or what y'all could have done. So why? No, we don't.
Yeah.
Nah, we don't do that. We work with everybody. It don't matter if you the biggest or the smallest artist. We know how it is to be at the bottom.
Hard, if you feel like you hard, we're gonna work with you because we were the ones that was doubted at a point in time.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's everybody got to help each other.
Yeah.
And ain't nobody, we understand just as well. Like, man, we was at the bottom the same way that you at the bottom. So I understand. When it comes to paper, you're not having the
Yeah.
finances for it. That's cool. We'll work with you. Sometimes, bro, we don't even charge people for beats. We don't even we don't.
That's love
cool,
right there
I don't
for
need
real.
it.
Yeah, that is.
Cool. Like I'm financially, I'm comfortable. You know what I'm saying?
It's because we got love for music. That's what. If you
Yeah,
don't have
so it's
love
like-
for music, don't get in it, man. This is not for money. This is not
it's
for
not even
fame.
for money, bro. Like,
It's not gonna last.
like honestly, morally and our spirit wise, like we real content with this album, bro. Like it could have not sold a dime, and I still would have been happy. Like that's how much we really put our heart into this. It was just like, you know what I'm saying? Well, granted, of course you love the accolades, of course you love the things that come with it. Not saying nobody love them, but that ain't what we're here for. Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to just somebody knowing my record that I don't
That's
even
what
know
I'm
from
happy
the can
for.
to paint.
And if y'all listen to the album saying if it's
Right,
good or
just
not,
saying it's hard. It's like people
Yeah,
coming to
too
us,
hard.
people.
Yeah.
we had the release party last night, got so much love, and it was just like people from, I ain't know these people from a can of paint, you know, no disrespect to them, that was coming out their fans, and it was just so much love, and it was just like, you know, I'm proud of y'all, woo, woo, woo. Things like that, you don't get that often. So I admire those things rather than, I appreciate that stuff way more than that. I heard go your invoice up, like, because I mean, I'm sitting here, I'm cool, I'm counting my money, but that, man, I'm gonna take that with me. Like, I'm not remembering what the numbers on this $100 bill say.
Yeah, because you don't spend it. Yeah.
And I heard y'all. My fault. You was about to say something. No, I heard y'all. You was saying earlier on like y'all different because of how y'all move. Like, can y'all give advice to like people? Because I know this rap game, real dirty type stuff. Like, it can be some dirty people in it. Like, what advice would y'all give to somebody trying to get into it and how to move correctly and who to have around them?
Just be yourself, bro. At the end of the day, don't try to be nobody. Don't try to.
Especially in the studios with like with certain artists, some artists, come from the streets, come from that struggle and all this type of stuff. Be yourself, bro. If you're an engineer that's just nerdy, all this stuff, like, ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. Like, literally, be yourself. Don't sit here and try to be all cool, think y'all hard, friend.
Like, people don't genuinely rock with you because you be yourself and be around. Like, you comfortable in your own skin. Because I feel like if you try to pretend to me, you're not who you say you are.
They're gonna pull your card.
Right, they're gonna pull your card every time, just because they felt like it, just because you pretended. So I feel like it's like a situation where it's like, just come in there and be yourself. You're gonna get so much love. You be yourself.
No, and when you know people not rocking with you.
Yeah, like if somebody not rocking, and you gotta understand in this industry, bro. This is a music industry, and it's like I'm not even gonna say. Yeah, it's business. I wasn't even gonna say fake. It's business. So you gotta understand if you was to go buy shoes from Champs, you're not gonna get mad because the guy at Champs don't want to be a friend.
Yeah, you can have a full blown conversation.
You're not gonna be tripping. So it's like you gotta treat that like the industry. The industry, you're not like that's a client that you're working with. That's not your friend. Right? Yeah, you have to understand that.
Don't get me wrong. Like some artists, like that we build relationships. Yeah, like some LA. People, that's like a like a brother.
Like some people you have relationships before music, or outside of music. You probably didn't even like. You can meet them on a whole different tip. Yeah, but you gotta understand what business is business, and if it's a personal relationship, y'all have that mutual understanding. Yeah, right. But if you know for a fact you don't have that mutual understanding with that person, don't play yourself, because you will feel like. Oh, because your morals would be like, why they trying to play me, or why they trying to put me to the left? Like, I wouldn't do that to you, right? But it's just not. It's not their obligation. It's because it's just business. So just always remember that. It
makes a whole lot of sense. So, on this album y'all made, what was like maybe like your favorite memory of making this album?
I ain't gonna lie, Grown Now. The song, Grown by LA Foes. When we made that. We made that at this Airbnb, folks. We set the studio up in a closet.
Y'all took it back to the old days.
BMF.
I know how that was. I'm talking about. I'm giving y'all unreleased.
You heard it here first.
See, no. All right, so Grown. We did that. Shout out to BMF. We did that at BMF studio.
Who BMF? Like
Blowing Money Fast. I'm sorry, Black.
I know these people are
Blowing Money Fast. I believe they go by Blowing Money Fast.
J-Bo, that's our
yeah, shout out Unc, shout out J-Bo. I believe today is J-Bo's birthday too, so shout out Unc, man.
Happy birthday,
Unc.
Yes, sir.
We recorded it. Yeah, we
recorded that there. I actually engineered that session. It was funny because we were sitting there joining before he got in the booth, and then he said something about him being grown now, and we did that record. So it was just funny that we literally stemmed from us just in that joint and like
he recorded a song in 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's like we got about a good 60 records, 60, 70 records with him. No problem.
I was gonna say, so speaking like punching in, like who you think is the most talented, artist y'all messed with so far, like. Not like popularity, but like you didn't see them go in. They made like
first hand types in the studio.
Like, I'm sorry, LA got top.
Yeah,
LA.
I'm gonna say LA and Raleigh. Those the two artists that ever like impressed us in the studio. And Tolerant, we did a record with her. We did a 12-hour session with her, and that was like our first 12 hours. She impressed her. So those two artists, like
8 to 8, boy.
Y'all was locked in.
It was 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. in the morning.
That's dedication right there, big time. Do y'all got like some of them artists y'all like be like I'm never working with again? Have y'all had that experience?
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, you ain't got name drop. You ain't got name drop.
You know what I'm saying? We not gonna have that.
No, we ain't gonna. No, we don't do that.
No, we ain't giving no tea. I'm cool on that. No. But nah, you got your trial and error. But nah, we have ones definitely. It just be like, all right, it is what it is.
Yeah. No, ain't no hard feelings.
No, facts.
So who would you want to work with in the future? Like it don't have to be local. It can be like anybody in the world. Like who would you like y'all?
Man, my dream collab is Erykah Badu.
Okay.
Every interview, I want Erykah to see this every time.
All right, Erykah. You heard he said.
Why Erykah?
All right, so look, I grew up listening to Erykah Badu as a kid. My moms and my pops always played it. That's how I knew it was time to clean up, literally on Sundays. Erykah Badu blast, and I'm like, damn, it's time to clean up.
Yeah.
Somebody grab a broom or dustpan, something. You better, if you ain't doing something, somebody gonna get you gonna have a job. Mama or daddy gonna assign you a job.
Know the feeling.
For sure. So that was that just reminded me as a kid. So when I got older and I started doing music and I really started having the love and passion for music, I started realizing like, damn, Erykah she really doing that shit. So
Yeah.
having a record with Erykah would be astonishing.
Yeah. What about you, Ray?
I say Sade.
Sade?
Yeah, if she even still making music still, but Sade. Cause I don't know if she even. Nah, she probably just clearing samples now. Cause I haven't seen her do anything. But Sade's for sure.
Sure.
We sample so many records from her, but I love her music. My grandma always played her music. She still plays music to this day. Always got her music on shuffle. So grandma always playing her. So Sade, yeah, for sure. Cause that's a different type of lane right there. You don't get no artist that can mimic that sound. I never heard no artist mimic that sound. Even a producer mimic a beat like that.
Dang.
Never heard it.
I'm gonna have to tap back in her catalog.
Yeah, Sade got some crazy. Honestly, it be niggas that sample her, and you don't even know they sampled her. Some people, don't get me wrong, some people do it good, some people like,
So would you say like that's your most sample artist? Like who do y'all sample
It's
most?
between her and like 70s, like Temptations,
Yeah.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, y'all old heads at heart.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We got a whole
Man, we got
old
about
vinyl.
like 3,000 collection.
our grandpa.
3,000.
Dang.
Yeah, we love old school.
We
music.
sample straight off the vinyl. You don't get off the vinyl.
So do you feel like you gotta be like a historian, like for music culture, to be like a great producer?
Oh yeah, for sure, man.
You
Because
got
look,
to.
you got to think about it, bro. This producing game is real competitive. Like like anything, sports, basketball, football. I'm trying to come out there.
Come on, swing.
Excuse my language. I'm trying to come out there with that shit on.
Nah, I feel you.
So when I'm coming out there, when you coming as far as your arsenal, you want to be that person who has them records in your shit. It's like, oh, you got this. Oh, how do you have this? How do you know about this? So it's like being a producer, being a really good producer. It's like you got to do your homework. You got to be a student of the game, because the more you be a student, the more you really be able to explore and learn. And it's like you can take that shit.
We have
and
so
right back
many
into
good
your
records
craft.
off samples, bro. Like, what's that? Was it Kanye? Every song, it's a sample in it. It could be, bro. I literally I look up like, damn, I think I heard it before. It'd probably be like a percussion loop in there, or like a vocal in there. What was that? What was it? Was it College Dropout? Through the Wire? Was that a sample? Yeah. Samples like that. See, people don't even know, like, damn, that is a sample. At first, you thinking that just, a lady singing it, but that's a sample. Like how he chopped the samples, like, it's like, what do you use? The old
ASR 10.
Yeah, ASR 10. It's like literally, like, what's it, like 12? What's the names? Yes. So he literally chopped. It was harder back then for us. Now, back then, you had to literally sit there and chop each piece of the sample and put them all together and make sure
It
they
was
all
floppy disk, bro. Like
Yeah.
they
Dang.
floppy disk, so they got to put one part on this.
So Kanye, when it comes to them samples, ain't nobody topping Ye. I mean, besides, I heard Metro do some fire ass shit.
Yeah, some Metro, some
It was
samples that
Tyler,
Metro
too,
did, and
and
Tyler.
So creative.
But
I can only
it's only a
imagine.
few.
Them some heavies.
People that do samples.
That do samples and doing well.
Yeah.
Like
Or
doing
DJ
like,
Dahi, my boy, what you call it too? And he did Duckworth on Kendrick.
not Big Creek.
No, what's my boy? Ninth Wonder.
Yeah, there you go. Not that.
Yeah, so it's like there's only a few people that really do.
He had
real
3
nice
samples in one.
Yeah, so it's like you gotta be a student, bro.
You know what I'm saying? I'll give y'all rose and credit, man, because I tried to open up Fruit Loops one time. I was like, man, this ain't for me. I don't not one beat. I didn't try to mess with the 808s. I'm like, look, man, let me just stick to sketch in the drawing. This ain't for me. I appreciate y'all coming out, man, showing out love. So, we had to show love back. You know what I'm saying? So, anytime y'all want to come back on the show, y'all welcome.
Oh, yeah, man.
I was just thinking in my head, as much as we talking, we definitely need a part 2, man.
Yeah.
We need a result.
talking like
You know what I'm saying? So next thing y'all got a project or something, man.
Oh yeah, the deluxe, man. So look,
Drop it soon.
We drop it soon, man. We We got some events coming. We want to have y'all at the event, man. This is our personal invite on y'all show, man.
Okay. We appreciate that. Thank you.
So, sure, man. We want y'all. I'm gonna give y'all the details pretty soon.
Bet that.
We'd love for y'all to chop it up again.
Sure.
Appreciate y'all big time. This staff, man, tapping out.
Oh yeah, get y'all socials before y'all check out of here.
Oh yeah, for sure. So, you can find us on all social media at Ray&AR. That's RayAndar.
Yeah. It's your boy Earl The Artist.
It's your boy JMOE. Don't forget to check out their album. Yes, sir.
ST.LOUIS is out now,
Yes, sir.
man.
Where can they find it?
On all streaming platforms, man. Go type
sir.
Tidal,
iTunes,
everything.
Pandora, I don't know, whatever you use.
Yeah.
Don't forget, go to the website, authorrip.com, copy some merch. This is not just merch, this is swag. We selling swag, so get your swag. I'm gonna keep saying it. We don't sell
Drip for
merch.
sale, dog.
It's on the table, you know?
We don't sell merch, we sell swag. So go ahead and copy that. You hear me? All right, we out.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate y'all big time.
Yes, sir.